Good morning, everyone. As people likely know, this is Justice Lowy's last sitting on the full court with us, and so I wanted to acknowledge and recognize that he has some family members here, including his wife, Ginny, his son, Jack, his daughter, Maddie, his sister, Leah, and her husband, Jim. So thank you for being here. We'll have a chance to thank and acknowledge Justice Lowy. We'll have opportunities to do that, I'm sure, but because this is the last time he's sitting here with us in full court, I wanted to take the opportunity to formally recognize Justice Lowy and his remarkable contributions to the judiciary, his steadfast commitment to the rule of law, and the difference he has made for all of us at the SJC. Justice Lowy has served as a judge for 26 years, 4 years on the district court, over 15 years in the Superior Court, and over 7 years on the Supreme Judicial Court. And although I know, and we all know, he loves being on the SJC, if you were to ask him on occasion where he'd rather be, he'd tell you in the arraignment session at the Lynn District Court. As an Associate Justice, Justice Lowy authored 145 opinions, 17 concurrences, and 10 dissents. And while he's been a justice of the SJC for the past 7 years, his connection to the court goes back decades. As an undergraduate in the early 1980s, he spent school breaks sweeping the floors and the hallways of the SJC. And as a young ADA, on March 20th, 1996, he argued and won his first SJC case before the single justice, Justice Francis O'Connor. But the true measure of Justice Lowy's deep SJC connections rests more in the relationships he has forged with individual members of the SJC family. Everyone knows that notwithstanding the crush of court business, Justice Lowy, whether he was teaching evidence at BU Law or New England Law, and despite his mandatory 7-day-a-week cardio workout, Justice Lowy always welcomes a visitor and never conveys that he's too busy to talk about our work or our families. And on behalf of the justices, we regret that we will no longer be able to reflexively seek guidance from our resident Professor Wigmore. Seriously, that's what we call him. We're also not going to be able to contemplate the crucible of litigation, which he finds so important to our justice system. So February 3rd, right?
Yes.
That's your birthday, you'll be 30, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Justice Lowy, on a personal note, my fellow Peabody High alum, I'll always be grateful for your support and friendship, which extends back to when I first went on the Superior Court 14 years ago. Back when I was sitting in Essex County, you were there to answer any questions I had. You took me out to lunch. You showed me the ropes and showed me how to be a judge, and I appreciate that. And I also appreciate being able to spend these last 7 years with you on the SJC. We've been through it, so I'm glad we were able to do that together. Justice Lowy, we congratulate you on your new role at the University of Massachusetts. Our happiness for you, I'm sure, is outmatched only by the happiness of Ginny, Maddie, and Jack, because you'll now have you'll be able to take off occasional weekends from time to time. Please join me in recognizing Justice Lowy's remarkable service to the judiciary and to the Commonwealth of Massachusetts.